Alrighty then, Successful Indie Author 5-Minute Focus Episode 1231, the action sequence. Okay, we talked about transitions earlier, we talked about a lot of other things, but the action sequence, this is what I live for. This is what I can write really, really fast. However, I always come back to it and add in other elements because we want to hit them hard. And when you're thinking that way, when you're seeing it, it happens fast. So you're typing as fast as you can, getting that action sequence down. And it doesn't have to be a fight. It doesn't have to be a gunfight. It doesn't have to be a battle, but it's an action sequence, an engagement between two entities. And even if it's a sole individual battling themselves, it's still an action sequence. Something is happening. So what will you focus on? Are you going to focus on the individual, the weapon, the team? Which team / fleet if you're fighting galactic space battles? Or are you just fighting individuals? Or are you just fighting yourself? And this is a character who is surviving in the wilderness. Those concerns, those issues, the fear of the unknown, stuff that's out there, and he doesn't know what it is. So is that the battle that's being fought? Great. Make sure you don't get lost with the descriptors, lost in the minutiae. Some people like reading all of the specific details about the weapon being used. This is a Damascus blade with the flowing and artistic kind of steel. And all right, relax. Think about when you're doing the descriptions like that, you may be tapping the brakes on what should be a good action sequence of stuff flowing very quickly, readers reading fast. Give the reader a chance to consume the scene. So not scene setup, but things that happen within the scene. Nose gets bloodied, blood's dripping from his nose. Okay, you're telling, or you're showing the blood surged from his nose like the sky in the morning of a blustery day. Okay, getting crazy there, but there's different ways to slow it down rather than just saying something. The flow, you want to break up the flow because you don't want it to happen so fast that the whole action sequence only takes a paragraph or two. It could go on and on because there's other things going on. Think about the five senses. What sounds are there? Do you hear anything? What kind of smell is going on? What kind of, does he taste anything? The taste of blood in his own mouth. Does he hear? Does he touch something? Oh, that didn't feel right. It was squishier than normal. He thought it would be more firm. I mean, who knows what's going on? And work those in. If you want to tap the brakes, use a little passive voice. It looked like sunshine. It smelled like failure. A little passive voice, but then active voice picks it up. Also, your sentence is a little bit longer, slows things down. So if you want to pick up the pace, you incrementally shorten your sentence length until you're getting to 1-2 words. And then that thing, it happens fast. That's like hitting the hammer fast as you can. And then you slow it down again. Active voice, short sentences, that hits home. But you can't have so many of them in a row that you lose your reader. And that's why you have to vary that sentence length to deliver an action sequence that people read all the way through and then go back and reread because it was so gripping and they think they missed something because it was all they wanted to know, they wanted to see. So add in those 5 sentences, small little tidbits, so the reader can experience it through all of the senses, through all of the the ways that you want to present it without dragging them down where it seems like a transition, but it's the middle of an action sequence. How many passive sentences can you put in a row where now it's no longer any action happening at all? It's all just description. It's all just passive. We don't want to do that. Tapping the brakes? No way. Maybe 1 or 2 just to let the reader digest what's happening before they continue on. Kung Fu fighting. I heard the whole world was doing it. So action sequences. Think about the ways you can do that. Take a look at those different elements and see if you've done that and fix it. You can always fix an ebook. Peace, fellow humans.